you guys having dreams like me? I I just woke up from a stream of nightmares. I'll get to that in a second. But what's quite fascinating is the dream that I just had before I woke up, like officially woke up. It was so specific. Like I can remember details. I remember there was a baby, a girl, and a child of a family I don't even know. And it was the three of us, and I was by myself as well, with no presents for Christmas. And it was so choreographed and very specific. And I was crying because I had like a bag of socks. And my dreams keep encouraging me to be mad at my mom, which is strange too. Like this whole week, and I wake up like that's not that's not my frequency. It's not my vibration. I don't. My mantra is my mantra with my mantra, my mantra. I will never break the bond that I have with my mom. If I was upset or mad, it was probably because it was something nonsense, because of, you know how children and moms are. But I've became a best friend with my mom, so I shifted myself to not think of her as a dependency or a codependency. Friendship and bonding and trust and love with your best friend supersedes all titles of relationships. And my mom she jumped into 5D. She was asking about well, not asking, she was telling me about a 5G towers yesterday. And she was just like, "Oh, I can't believe these 5G towers." Someone's trying to interrupt my conversation. I'm trying not to go there. So, if you guys don't know, like I live in a very quiet neighborhood. Um, this person, in the morning time, when she feels like it, she'll water plants. My own water garden, my own plant garden. And it's almost like when someone's trying to listen to what you're talking about and pretending to do something else, and I'm intuitive about it, it's annoying. It's like, come on, you have so much better things to do in your life. You have so many things, and it's Christmas Eve. Spend time with your family. Stop trying to figure out what I'm doing. There's just no, you know what I mean? So I try to subconsciously speak to that stupidity, number one, and I hate to do that. Number two, and I'll get back to my story. Number two, I put these, let's do it this way. I put these blackout curtains, even though they were making me a little cold, but I blacked out behind my designs. And that teaches me that there's nothing there. It sort of is like it's a 5D subconscious test. When I hear something going on, I will know to meditate on it, or like I did, speak it to existence and then tell it reverse, go away. It's different than when you have sheer curtains and then you can kind of see, and then you're emotionally attached to that. And then you have a chain or a cord. So my practice is trying to not have any attachments or cords to BS. Anyway, back to my story. So my mom was talking about the 5G towers, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, where did that come from? Because I never told her anything about it. So she's crossed over into 5D as well. I'm like, yes. It's so awesome when like your parents are over 60 and they're like questioning things now. But I started feeling like, let me start sending my mom the things that I download because I've never done that before. I never, and a lot of people say, well, I'm done trying to wake people up. I'm done trying to blah, blah, blah. Yes, we're tired, but there's great power with words. If you teach people how you resonate, if you demonstrate to people how you practice whatever it is, or like I tell a lot of folks, I have guests and they don't understand my altar, so I just say, oh, it's a Harry Potter station. So a lot of people who watch Harry Potter know, and they'll just assimilate me as a wizard or an alchemist. So I'm learning that in 5D, you can speak different volumes. Sorry, I'm still sleepy. Yeah, different volumes. You speak different volumes to all kinds of people. But I'm trying to figure out why these dreams that we're having are trying to speak volumes in our head. Like I woke up like, I'm not mad at my mom. It's like the fifth dream that I've had where it seemed like my dreams were trying to turn me against my mom, my anger. And I'm like, we're best friends. Like, I would never be mad at her. I'll be irritated by a couple of things, but I wouldn't be mad at her. Christmas, as a child, I always wanted a lot of presents. And I guess that's my own guilty consciences. I only have 3 bags this year because of pandemic quarantine. But they're from people I love. And I don't have a tree because, you guys, I'm so sorry. But the Christmas tree looks so much similar than that pyramid with the eye on top of it on your dollar bill. Look at your dollar bill. And it has the on wheat, whatever that is, anuta wheat. And then you hold your dollar bill, the pyramid with the eye, next to Christmas tree. It's the same thing. The oldest trick in the book. But it's okay if you guys have your traditional, and that's where I'm learning to, just to let it go. Some people, it's a grounding mechanism. That's what I'm learning about. When you learn so much about what they are up to, you start to realize that they have to choreograph these things in order to keep consciousness going. It's like the assignment of the darkness. Not evil, but the darkness. They have to set up booby traps and obstacles. And us of the light have to always study how they did it and the plan, and then we go through it, and then sometimes we fail, get stuck, get lost, and then we have to start over from the beginning. But that's just how it works in 3D. But I do believe we're carrying out our judgment in our dream states, because I think the first 2 dreams I had were very dark. I was being chased in one. Like I wake up with panic attacks from my dreams now. And I thought it was from medications. And I haven't taken any medications in like 5 days now because I purged on Saturday and my body was having interaction. So I just figured let me just go Christmas week without poisoning my body. And my dreams are still the same. So it's not the medications that are messing with me while I'm sleeping. So yeah, it's weird how I'm believing that 5G is they have ways of emitting, EMITT, emitting frequency to hack our dream states. And we have to rise above that because we're close to our graduation date of Ascension. So we can't wake up in anger and all that lower frequency BS. So that's all I really wanted to share with everybody. And I want to expand from my last message of the Book of Life, and the last to live is to die and to die is to live post. I'm going to keep elaborating on that because it was just very confusing to explain that to people, how we're carrying out our judgment day in the astral. Everything's in the astral. Everything's in the ethereal realm. Everything's in the higher realms. It's not in. And I always wondered how, like, the rapture and all these things would come about. And then I wondered how it will be. I'm getting my downloads. I'm just waiting for my hiccups. I was wondering how we would be caught up in the clouds. And I always wondered how the dead shall rise first. We saw with the voting fraud that the dead shall rise first. That was the hint right there. And then also in our consciousness, the dead shall rise, meaning to live. And to live, meaning that it's in the astral realm. Because when we're sleeping, we're not in the life, we're in death because we're asleep. So the ascension is in the astral realm, it's in the sleep. I wish I said that yesterday. What else from Revelations? Because we're at, I truly firmly believe that the end of this year, Revelations is completed. It doesn't mean like fireballs and sky destruction and all and zombie apocalypse, and it's not all that. I think a lot of people, they mistake all of that. If you were living here 3,000 years ago, technically I got the date. It's 3,800 years ago. How to explain something would be virtually different than right now. Because in the consciousness then, yeah, there were dragons and things that you can't explain. I'll get into the people who live long in the next video. Yeah, when they say dragons and things like that, you think of the Dragon Falcon rockets and whatnot, and how they control the weather. And it's going to be very cold and wintry because the space launches. Like, they tell you, oh, space launch satellite, but then the resin that comes out of the rockets are what is in the dome, and that's the only way. Weather and encouraging the weather is all from inside the dome. And so if the sun is not in the dome, for example, you have to manipulate what you're looking at, and you will simulate the feelings of it. So simulation is the matrix. Go 5D wisdom. Hey. I thought I'm changing my name to Wisdom 5D. Now it's like, no. Words for wisdom, it is. But if you guys like me to change it to Wisdom 5D, I wouldn't mind changing that for you guys in YouTube. Yeah. If you like Wisdom 5D, let me know in the comments. Or maybe just, I could do like a podcast, Wisdom 5D. 5 words for wisdom. That's all I really want to share with you guys is like, don't let your dreams fool you. It's just a part of your own book of life process. It's your own living situation, because you're being assaulted and tormented, and you're watching torment, and you're watching all these oppositions in your dream states. And there goes my there goes my download hiccup. Yes. If you're new to the channel, which I have a lot of new subscribers, I get these, it sounds like acid reflux, but they're thymus gland hiccups, which is your throat chakra. If you didn't know that your chakra system is actually your endocrine system. There's 7 major glands in your endocrine system. So going forward, your dreams and whatnot are gonna be testing you, but always wake up with your positive intentions. If you wake up mad and then you start going off on people, that's what the 5G is doing, in my opinion. Or it's what God is doing. It's the ultimate test. It's the ultimate judgment. Is how you supersede. It's not about your bad stuff. It's about how you are ascending above, how you vibrate above. So that's the narrative that I like to have in my head. And I like the timeline drop myself above that. Because there is no timeline of me being mad at my mom. That was when I was a child and misunderstanding what was happening. Because as a child, I was accepting too much. Even the ugly. I'll reiterate more. I wish you guys a great Christmas Eve if you celebrate. My Christmas tree is a bundle of sage. And I'll see you guys in the next video.